Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday. What a beautiful morning it is. I've been up early. I've cut my hair, number 5 over the top, number 3 down the sides, tidied up a bit, cut my toenails, had a shower, had breakfast, done my washing. That's out on the line. It's 9:15. Let's get on with it. Look at this spread. This is crazy, isn't it? We've had 17 crosses submitted, including mine. Not too wide a band, but look how high and low it is. I left a comment earlier in the week because the top and the bottom one hasn't changed. They're still the extremes. There's 726 pixels between the top cross and the bottom cross. That's mental. My cross is, let me scroll up through the list. There, that's the one I put in at the beginning of the week. Now I like that eye line from the blue, the player in the blue, the guy on the left. I thought that's roughly about where he's looking, but maybe a bit further to the right. I can't really see how we could be seen as looking at that top cross or looking at the bottom cross. Having said that, my opinion's worth jack shit because I've never won or had runner-up, so don't listen to anything I say. Right, let's draw some lines there quickly then to see what's going on from the top and the bottom. Right, there's a top one, and let's look at his other eye, go down the bottom one. Actually, I should have done the eyes the other way around, because if you look at his right eye, he looks like he's looking up, and his left eye looks as though he could be looking down, so it's a bit confusing. That's a hell of a wide spread, isn't it? Let's have a look at Boris. Boris the Hitman. Massively wide spreads from both of them. But I'm not sure I could take any out there, because if you took the bottom one and the top one out, they just balance each other out anyway. So, I don't think that'd make a lot of difference to where the actual average is going to be. And is there really a cluster? Yeah, there sort of is, I suppose, but I'm not convinced. The thing is, what you got to think about is we're trying to play where we think the judges are going to go, because there was never a ball in this scene. It's a made-up scene. So it's quite possible that some of the judges will go that high and some will go that low. So it sort of makes sense to leave it there. So I'm going to put the average in. Let's drop the average down. Calculate average is right there. So if I go back to where mine is, see, I'll make mine flash there by hovering over the ticket and back. It's along the same sort of lines as where I'd gone in the first place, but further to the right, which would possibly make sense with Boris here. So I haven't got a problem with that. I quite like that average. And I don't think, like I said, if I took the top and bottom one out, I don't think it'd really make that much difference. And we don't want the exact coordinate anyway, do we? We're trying to see the gist of where we think the average would be. So let me put the target in there, see what that looks like with a target. It's about there, isn't it? So does that look right there? Does that look as though they could be looking at that sort of zone 1 spot where the yellow cross is? Yeah, possibly. Because I think, even though this guy in blue has got one eye looking up and one eye looking down, I think Boris has got the same issue. His right eye is looking a lot lower, and his left eye looks as though he's looking higher. So, guys, it's up to you this week. I mean, you do what you think is right. If your cross is on this picture and you think that's right, do it. This is only a guide, remember. Personally, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to, on the basis that I don't really know, because it's a horrible picture, I think I'm quite possibly either going to stay around where mine was in the first place, or no, I'm not. No, I've decided I'm going to go near to the average. Do you know what? I think I will. I'll go within about 10 pixels of the average. Couldn't say it then. I'm going to have such a difficult time saying the word average. So I think I'm going to stay around the average area, around there somewhere, and just do two. I'll just do my free one for the BMW M3 Touring and 10 grand, because that was the highest value free ticket for the silver tier. And as I'm only doing one other ticket, I'm going to do the cash prize of 200,000 plus holiday. So there we are. That's that for this Saturday. Do you guys ever play the what's it called? The Friday Fun competition? It's a good idea. Personally, I don't play it because I keep my credit for the dream car, and I have usually 2, maybe 3 tickets on the midweek lifestyle. The reason I don't play it is for the exact reason that they created this in the first place. Because if you remember, it used to be the dream car results would come out on a Tuesday, the midweek lifestyle would come out on a Friday. But then they're giving back a lot of credit, especially if there's a lot of people that were close on the Tuesday, and they're giving back 15% credit on the Friday. And somebody must have sat around in the boardroom and said, how can we get them spending more money and using less credit? Well, okay, and this is probably something I would have come up with and said, right, let's move the midweek lifestyle to Thursday, so we're giving them all their credit on Thursday and Friday. Now they've got hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of credit. So let's buy that back for a 10 grand prize. So they can use up their credit, because it's got to be a minimum of 5 20p tickets, I think. Let's get them to use up their credit, and we give it another £10,000 prize out on Friday. And that's genius, because you're getting back hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of credit for a £10,000 prize. You're basically buying a load of credit back. And then when people are playing then for their dream car tickets in the midweek lifestyle, they're having to use cash. It's a genius idea, and I'm not knocking them for that at all. There's some very clever people at BOTB. But anyway, that was just a curious thing. That was nothing to do with what we were talking about. So let me know what you think of the average, and then let me know how you get on Tuesday. So enjoy your weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend.